wanted this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Work with me, you know
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in to another episode podcast to talk about our favorite team, the Arizona Cardinals. Huge shout out to the people that are currently in the chat. We got Corey, we got Michael, we got Joe, we got Robert, we got the biggest Trey McBride Glazer. So it begins, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I'm already seeing multiple different avatars or profile pictures already changing to away from the Kyler Murray era and now moving on over to the Jacoby Brissett era. What a freaking day to be alive. 1 second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a morning. What a night. I'm not going to lie to you. It took me a very long time to sleep last night because my wife woke up at 1 a.m. in the morning and said, "Why the hell are you still up?" And I was watching highlights of the Arizona Cardinals. I was watching highlights of freaking Walter Nolan. I was doing all these things on bed and I couldn't freaking sleep. I couldn't. So, man, what a shot of adrenaline after getting a win, man. What a crazy, crazy time. When I was talking doom and gloom for the last 5 weeks, and now we're sitting here, this is absolutely insane. Now, yes, there are going to be people out there that are going to try to discredit what Jacoby Brissett did, to say things like, "Oh, man, it's the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, there's a terrible defense." Well, we've been talking about all damn week long, and that wasn't the problem. The Arizona Cardinals defense stepped up very, very great. They forced three fumbles, recovered 2, interception, and sacked Dak Prescott like 5 freaking times. Let's give some credit to where credit is due. But on top of that, they weren't able to match what we did. We put up 27 points on their head, which, if you don't want to think it's impressive, then that's completely up to you. But the Arizona Cardinals went to Jerry World and took names, man. They took names. And honestly, for all the people that want to discredit Jacoby, there's a door. There's the door, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay to say Jacoby Brissett played a really good game. It's okay to say, hey, we might have a quarterback controversy in our hand. It doesn't make you any less of a Cardinal fan, I promise you. I've been doing it for 7 years. People are calling me fake fan. It's okay. It's no big deal. It's in one ear and out the other. Hey, no big deal. It's probably one of the main reasons why I'm probably one of the most hated Cardinal fan on X and Twitter, and probably the most blocked. I don't give a flying, because I tell it like it is, ladies and gentlemen. And just a sweet, sweet victory lap I'm going to take here real quick. Jacoby Brissett runs his offense better than Kyler Murray. I said it. Ain't no hot take anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't no hot take anymore, because it's the truth. Every person in the world has now seen that tuned into Monday Night Football that this offense runs so much better with Jacoby Brissett than Kyler Murray ever did this year. Ever. Bar freaking none. Now, today is the trade deadline. There's a lot of speculations out there about the trade deadline. Will the Cardinals make a move? Will Kyler Murray be moved? I kind of lean to the fact that I don't think Kyler will be moved today. I think he's most likely going to be moved in the offseason. It's just because of what we've been hearing, right? Mike Florio. You also hearing Adam Schefter saying there's just a lot of moving parts. John Gambadoro of Arizona Sports ended up saying that we're not trading him today. So I'm going to try to lean to that. But you never know, man. Anything could happen, right? Anything could happen. Now, we talked about this on the last live stream. There's just so much teams that are so bad in the record that I don't know if they're going to throw up a bunch of draft capital to get a quarterback that isn't going to save their career, or save their season. Let's be real. So if there is a move to be made, it's probably going to be in the offseason. But man, let's celebrate. Let's bask in the glory here. The Arizona Cardinals are now 3-5 on the season. What a day to be alive. What a day to be alive. We got the biggest Trey McBride Glazer says, give Kyler's money to Jacoby. That's funny. No, it's not even like that. It's Kyler Murray got his contract. Now, what the Cardinals need to do is they're going to need to figure out a way to try to get out of that contract. That's going to be the next step here. Because like I said, and like I've been saying all damn year long, it's not just Petsing what the issue was. It's not. It's not just Petzing. Um, and it's okay. It's okay. Just admit it's okay. It's okay. Josh Sweat had 2 sacks yesterday. Calais Campbell had 2 sacks yesterday. Walter Nolan, I still haven't been able to break down the film because I don't think the All-22 is actually available right now, but maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, we'll probably have an actual deep dive of what he did. Not just the tackle for losses that he did and the sack and all that stuff, but I really want to kind of take a look in terms of what he was doing in every single rep and how close he was to potentially getting more because he was damn destructive in that game. He was damn destructive in that game. And I've said this before. I asked an insider a few weeks back because I've been on this whole Jonah Williams train for a bit. He's just terrible, man. Like, I really want to see a world where we're seeing Kelvin Beachum take over that role with Jonah Williams. But believe it or not, even Kelvin Beachum's getting cooked up. So, and that's on reps where, like, you have both of them out there. Like, when you got the heavy packages out there with a lot of offensive linemen trying to protect, you got Jonah Williams, and on top of that, you got Kelvin Beachum, and even Kelvin Beachum's getting cooked up too. So, like, I mean, he's getting up there in age. I do believe the Arizona Cardinals need to go after an offensive lineman sometime this offseason, whether it's a draft or free agency, whatever the situation might be. But I think right now we are kind of in a situation where um, a lot of people right now are kind of now starting to see, man. A lot of people are now kind of starting to see, how this offense can function, right? How this offense can function with a quarterback that's kind of willing to take a hit. That's what people are starting to see right now. Their eyes are starting to kind of get open. And it feels good, man. It feels good to have a victory Monday. We haven't had a victory Monday in what feels like absolutely forever. And it just feels good, man. It feels good. It feels good to not be doom and gloom, not be negative Nancy. It feels really damn good. So do me a huge favor, ladies and gentlemen. We got over, 50 people or 70 people here in the chat on the YouTube side. Smack the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let other Cardinal fans know that we are currently live. If we get at least 50 likes on this live stream while we're live streaming, I will be opening up the phone lines to let me know what you guys have to say, right? I want to hear what you guys have to say as well. So it is contingent on the like count, and that's just me being, I'm just trying to get likes up because it does help out the channel tremendously. And if it's your first time here as well, subscribe. Subscribe to the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. We're on the road to 19K now. Can't do it without you guys, so appreciate it up and foremost. We do got a super chat coming in. We got GTO Greg. What's up, GTO? He's saying this. It wasn't the team. It was the leader. Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. How many times have we talked about this under the tenure of Kyler Murray? How many times have we talked about this under the tenure of Kyler Murray? Unfortunate that Kyler Murray just doesn't motivate. He doesn't motivate people. Like during that Seattle Seahawks game on Thursday Night Football, when Marvin Harrison Jr. was obviously in his head and going through all that stuff as a young guy at 22, 23 years old, and he got that touchdown and he took a knee down. You didn't see Kyler Murray there. You didn't see Kyler Murray celebrating with this guy saying, yes, you got it. This is you, man. Yeah, this is what you're about. He ran to the sideline, and Jacoby Brissett ended up having to meet Marvin Harrison Jr. at the sideline. Like, that's not what we want to see. Now, of course, we're picking on the little things because those little things do amount to something bigger, right? And Kyler Murray hasn't been able to do that. Consistency. Can you show me little clips here and there? Can you show me a clip of Marvin Harrison Jr. in the beginning of the season saying, oh yeah, Kyler Murray is a really good leader. He does A, B, and C, D, E, F, G, right? Can you show me these clips? Yeah, of course you can. But at the end of the day, I'm looking for a consistent leader that's going to be up with the highs and the lows and just there for your team. That's what I'm looking for. And unfortunately, Kyler Murray has yet to do that in 7 years consistently. And Marvin Harrison Jr. was in his head. He was 4th overall pick, son of a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Didn't have a quote-unquote great rookie year. He was in his head. He was in his year 2. But guess what? Marvin Harrison Jr. caught a touchdown, breaking some ankles against Deron Bland yesterday and absolutely looked dominant. It's unfortunate that the Cardinals kind of went away from him. I believe the plan was to force feed Marvin Harrison Jr. until they stopped what they were trying to do. So I guess I could see the approach being shifted, and that's completely fine. But, man, I so wanted Marvin Harrison Jr. to go over 100 yards. I so wanted Marvin Harrison Jr. to go over 100 yards. And that's just for my own kind of, I guess, personal sake. There really is no stake into it. There's no proof or anything like that. But literally, Marvin Harrison Jr. was targeted, what, close to like, is it like 9, 10 times? And he got 7 receptions, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Amazing game, man. Amazing game. He did go away in the second half. He really wasn't targeted very much in the second half, mainly that fourth quarter. But Marvin had a great game. Trey McBride, 5 receptions, 55 yards, and a touchdown. And man, shout out to Michael Wilson for catching that 50-yard play, man. And if you look at the film in that specific play, nobody's gonna tell you anything. Nobody's gonna point out how great that throw was from Jacoby Brissett. If you look at the film, that potentially could have been seen as a triple coverage. Like that right there was a dime, and Michael Wilson did the rest. Like that was such a fantastic play for Michael Wilson, and now he can get some sort of respect on his name. He's got 3 receptions, 61 yards. Elijah Higgins got involved as well. We didn't see Greg Dortch or Zay Jones, but if we're seeing this type of production from our guys, it is what it is. Zay Jones is going to be a third, four guy more than anything. But Michael Wilson right now has 18 receptions, 197 yards. And guess what? Most of that yardage that you're seeing right here probably most likely came from the last 3 games. Yes, I said that. And the last 3 games, he got most of this yardage. Right now, he's sitting going into week 10, 18 receptions, 197 yards, and 1 touchdown. In the last 3 games, he got, let me see, I'm trying to get the split share here. I'm trying to see where the stats are, where we can split it up. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it some other way. But yes, yeah, and most of it come from the last 3 games with Jacoby. So like, come on now, like for the people out there that are holding hope, that are coming out with some sort of excuses out there that, oh man, Kyler would have done the same thing. Oh, Kyler Murray would have sliced and diced this team as well. I mean, maybe, but at the end of the day, we're looking for consistency. That's what we're looking for. And Jacoby Brissett was able to do that. Unfortunately, we couldn't finish off the Colts, where we probably should have. And unfortunately, we couldn't finish off the Green Bay Packers, which we probably should have as well. So, man, oh man, oh man, we're 3-5, and I'm excited, brothers and sisters. I'm so damn excited right now. We got another super chat coming in. We got Jason. What's up, Jason? $5 donation. I don't see anything attached to this. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Jason, appreciate the $5 donation. He said this: I'm proud of our coaches. I'm proud of us letting them know that we see a big problem. And then Marvin Harrison Jr., and Marvin Harrison Sr. put the cherry on top. 100%. 100%. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I think sometimes this fan base, primarily in the social media world, especially if you have a big following, and especially like big following for Cardinals content creators or people that follow the Cardinals, isn't big compared to, let's say, for example, a Cowboys content creator or any other big markets out there, right? Like it's different. Like you can tell that this is a small market team because the success isn't there. I found myself always kind of watching from afar from these guys. A lot of these guys, they don't want to be disliked. That's what I'm seeing out there. They don't want to be disliked. So they're very conservative in their approach. But now I'm starting to see people change their avatars. I'm starting to see people change their profile picture to the Jacoby Brissett now. And I'm starting to see people go away from the Kyler Murray thing. You know, I guess there's a reason why I do what I do, because I really don't care what people have to say about me, right? I've been attacked by Kyler Murray stands. I've been called racist. I've been called everything under the moon. I think somebody just said that my wife cheated on me 3 or 4 times, you know what I mean, on X and Twitter, because Kyler Murray stands, a very specific type of people, are toxic individuals, and they can't have a very serious conversation because they just go to straight up being vile, being vile human beings, unfortunately. And right now, we're in a situation where I wish there was more people that were pushing the grain like me. Right now, of course, I'm probably the biggest content creator on YouTube platform. Now, I haven't gone to the reaches of TikTok or Instagram or even X and Twitter, but I feel like we need more people to put this organization on ice skates, to put this organization to say, hey, we're seeing a problem. And if you don't fix it, you're going to hear from this fan base, because I think we're a lot of times that we're kind of going through, everybody wants to step on eggshells. And it's kind of frustrating because we're so patient as a fan base. We're so patient as I guess, yeah, as a fan base, that like we allow this organization to walk all over us. And honestly, I am proud as well. I'm proud of Jonathan Gannon for making this move. Now, whether you think that Jonathan Gannon is being secretive or he's really being soft bench, and I know I saw the report from Tom Pelissero come out and saying it's not soft benching Kyler Murray. He's really hurt. But I am proud of this coaching staff for saying, okay, Kyler Murray, you need to get healthy. You need to be 100%. Actually, let's make you 110% ready to go, because honestly, I'm seeing something here with our backup quarterback that we haven't seen in a very long time. And honestly, we're gonna get to a point where it's gonna be a fork in the road, and they're gonna have to make a very, very tough decision. Right now, in the 3-game sample size, yes, we're only 1-2. Yes, we're only 1-2, but still, this is the most exciting football I've seen in a consistent basis. And this is taking me back to the Carson Palmer days. I'm not coming out here saying Jacoby Brissett is Carson Palmer. Hell no, I'm not. But I am saying that this offense is functioning at that level where we can convert 3rd and 15s, can convert 3rd and 9s, right? And it's not just dink and dunk, or if we're behind the chains, we gave up on a drive. No, we're trying to actually push the ball down the field, and it's a breath of fresh air. So, Jason, I agree with you 100%. The article that came out here from Marvin Harrison Sr. was much needed. It motivated the hell out of Marvin Harrison Jr. as well as his Arizona Cardinal fan base, and that's what we need. We need this organization to be motivated and to know that, hey, we got a portion of the fan base, although it's not a big fan base. We got a portion of the fan base that is very diehards, and we want to win. We want to win. Enough of this rebuilding for 3 or 4 or 5 years and we suck, and then we suck and then we rebuild again. No, we want to win. And I'm so damn glad that article came out. I'm so glad that article came out. So yeah, man, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to wake up this morning and we can celebrate it. Very, very good morning. Now, today is also the trade deadline. I don't know if you guys know, but we're going to be keeping our eyes on to see if the Arizona Cardinals make a move. I don't know if the Cardinals will, to be real with you, but we're going to have to kind of wait and see how it all shakes out, right? Trey Benson was put on IR in the beginning of October, if I'm not mistaken. So his time of potentially coming back is probably coming soon. So maybe the Cardinals are putting their eggs in that basket. But with what I've seen from Trey Benson, I like what I've seen, but he can't stay healthy. He can't. And let's be real, our running game right now is sporadic. Nobody's fearful of Amari DiMercado. Nobody's fearful of Bam Knight. Nobody's fearful of Michael Carter. Yes, if Trey Benson comes back and he's able to stay healthy, I really do wish that he is that in a all that in the slice of what am I trying to say? That I really do hope that he's all that they expected him to be. But what we've seen so far, he's been in the league for 2 years and he's been hurt and placed on IR for both of those years. So I don't know. I really would love to see the Arizona Cardinals make some sort of push for a running back. It doesn't have to be a big name, but somebody that is able to do it, even if it's a 1-year rental. Why the hell not? The Cardinals are 3-5. We got 2 division games coming back to back. If the Cardinals somehow beat the Seattle Seahawks, the Cardinals somehow beat the San Francisco 49ers, guess what? We're going to be 5-5 on the season. What a crazy day to be alive. And they get losses on their they get blemishes on their record. So these next 2 games are going to be crucial for the Cardinals. Now, of course, right? It's going to be tough. The Seahawks have beaten us I don't know how many times. I believe they're 8-0 against us in the last 8 times, or maybe even more. So this is not going to be an easy game. And we're going to Seattle, but give me Jacoby over Kyler, and I will feel like we have a chance. I'm sorry. I've already seen Kyler against the Seahawks multiple years, and it just ain't it. There's no hope for me. Give me Jacoby in Seattle. We might have a chance there. So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Let's see exactly what happens here with the Arizona Cardinals. We have not hit the 50 like goal, so keep smacking the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys for being here. If we hit 50 likes, we will be opening up the phone lines a little later on in the show. So smash that like button if you guys haven't done so already. Let's take it to the chat here. Corey says, I'm sold on Brissett. Good, man, good. But also keep in mind, too, Brissett isn't the long-term answer, right? Also keep that in mind. One thing I feel like people are also like, and I'm not saying you're doing that, Corey, but like we also got to take into consideration that what we've seen is the first step of potentially getting yourself a guy to develop, right? That's what I'm looking for from this organization, to be smart enough to acknowledge that, okay, what we have here isn't working. We've seen a backup quarterback that, if able to execute perfectly, his offense is able to be functioned. One thing I would like to see is this Arizona Cardinals organization be aggressive and try to get themselves a quarterback in this draft, a young guy that they're able to develop. Because if they can develop a young guy in this draft, next draft class, he sits behind Jacoby Brissett. I want a guy to learn from him. I want a guy to learn from Jacoby Brissett. We got Jacoby for one more year in 2026. He's under contract. I want somebody to learn from him. I don't want somebody to learn from Kyler and being grumpy cat. No, I want somebody to learn from a pro's pro and a guy that's able to lead grown ass men. That's who I want them to learn from, Jacoby. So I'm excited. I want to see Jacoby for the rest of the year as well. It's not our decision at the end of the day. It's going to be Jonathan Gannon and this Arizona Cardinal regime. Unfortunately, there's a lot of money tied to franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray, so we're going to have to kind of wait and see how that shakes out. But going back to what I was saying, the Cardinals need to still look into the future and potentially get themselves a quarterback to be that long-term solution, because Brissett is not the long-term solution. He's a Band-Aid. He's a Carson Palmer. He's a Warner. Gives you 3-4 solid years, and then after that, what do we do? Right? So let's start thinking ahead, Monty. Let's start thinking ahead, Arizona Cardinals organization, and potentially get yourself a Fernando Mendoza, a Ty Simpson, right? Somebody like that that's able to stay in the pocket and deliver freaking dimes. That's what I'm looking for. All right, we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. I told you the like button actually works, and people don't believe me. It actually does work. We got over 95 people here because YouTube, for some reason, like if the like count is up, it actually shares the video out. It's just algorithm stuff. I'm not doing it because I get more money. I don't get any money from likes, but it does share the video out to other Cardinal fans. So smack the like button, y'all. We'll open up the phone lines if you want to come on in. I appreciate you guys for being here. But let's keep it going, man. Spencer in the chat says, I agree with you. I hope we get a taller rookie quarterback that can be tough like Brissett. Trade Kyler. He's good enough to play somewhere else. I'm just done with it. I agree. 100%. And it's okay to say trade Kyler. It's okay. Like I said this a little earlier. Sometimes I feel like people want to be so liked in social media, especially those big accounts out there that they don't want to what's the word? They don't want to push any buttons. They don't want to overstep because they don't want to be called a Kyler Murray hater. They don't want to be called not a Cardinal fan. Guess what? You know how many times I've been called not a Cardinal fan? At some point you just get immune to it. You know, it's not a big deal. Like, who are these guys? When you wake up, who are they? Also, keep in mind, social media ain't real, ladies and gentlemen. Social media is fantasy world. Who you're gonna change your mood because somebody called you a fake Cardinal fan? Oh, give me a break. They're fine. That's one of the main reasons why I do what I do. And I'm probably one of the most hated Cardinal fans in X and Twitter, and probably the most blocked Cardinal fan as well. I don't block people. I don't block them. I don't think I have anybody blocked on my specific list. You can comment on my posts. I can care two S's. The biggest problem with me is I don't care what people actually say about me. You know what I mean? Like I said, people told me that my wife was cheating on me when she was literally sitting next to me. So, you know what I mean? Kyler Murray stands are vile creatures, and I'll just leave it at that. But I agree. Spencer. Appreciate you. We're so close to the 50 like goal. So close to it. Smack the like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's keep it with the chat. We got El Gallo. He says, where did the Cardinals go wrong with Kyler, or was he a bad pick? And it's not that he was a bad pick. It's not that he's a bad pick. He's a capable quarterback that can win you games in the NFL. The problem is that what the Cardinals are asking him to do, he's not able to deliver it. Point blank. Point blank. He's not able to deliver it, ladies and gentlemen. That's just as simple as that. He's not able to deliver what Jacoby Brissett is able to do. He can't stand in the pocket. He doesn't want to take a hit. He does not want to manage this offense. He wants to run the ball. He wants to be Superman. Although he told us he doesn't want to be Superman, I don't think he can help himself. I don't think he could help himself. I really don't. I don't think he can help himself. So he wasn't a bad pick. The Cardinals fan base, we got good highlight reels. But I mean, that's what it is. It's a highlight reel. That's what Kyler Murray is. He's a highlight reel, a guy that's able to do these things that most quarterbacks in the NFL can't do. But that's where it is. That's not consistent to win football games. And that's where the fine line is. So Kyler isn't a bad pick. The Cardinals took a chance. They wanted to get themselves the next Russell Wilson. Guess what? It didn't work out. It failed with the Cliff experience after the year 3. And with this regime, they tried everything they could. They babied him. They coddled him. They made sure they didn't say a damn thing about anything, right? They allowed him to do vlogs with the exception of when they lost. Because have you noticed that Kyler Murray doesn't do vlogs when we lose? He only does vlogs when we win. So I'm assuming the Cardinals organization said, if you want to have a social media presence, that's fine. But it's got to be under our terms. You have to be able to win. Can't be a distraction. That's not like a report. I'm just kind of talking out my ASS. I don't know. It just kind of feels that way. But yeah, it's not a bad pick. And I don't want people to get it twisted. I don't hate Kyler Murray. I'm done with it. I'm done with the experience. It's not working here. And we need to do something different. I've said this before with Cliff. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It ain't working. It ain't working. Simple as that. We got some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news in the world of the NFL. No, not Cardinals news, but breaking news. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, today is the trade deadline in the NFL. There's going to be a lot of news flying our way. I don't know if we're going to be getting news for the Arizona Cardinals, but we're going to be following what exactly is happening in the world of the NFL. This is the first domino to fall, or at least the first one that I ended up seeing this morning. Ended up seeing that Jacoby Brissett. What the heck? Sorry. Jacoby Myers, which is a wide receiver I really liked, by the way. It's a wide receiver that I really did like. Jacoby Myers to the Jacksonville Jaguars in exchange for a 4th and a 6th round pick. Multiple teams, including the Steelers and Jaguars, had shown interest in Myers, who is scheduled to become a free agent after his contract expires this season. There you go. Jacoby Myers going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I did like Jacoby. Now, the reason why I wanted him is because obviously the Cardinals offense couldn't function the way that Jacoby Brissett is doing it with these guys. So now I don't really even think that I'm even looking for a wide receiver anymore. Like if the Cardinals did go after a wide receiver, that would be cool. But like, give me a running back, man. If we somehow get a running back like Breece Hall, yikes. Game over, NFC West. We're coming. We're coming. If the Arizona Cardinals go after somebody like Alvin Kamara, oh man, it's over. It's over for the NFC West. We're coming. Just kidding. Obviously, I'm being a little facetious, but no, it's first domino to fall. Here we go. First domino to fall. Jacoby Myers now heading on over to the Jacksonville Jaguars in exchange for a 4th and a 6th round pick. I'm assuming it's for 2026. It hasn't said anything on here, but good for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Good for them. Good for them. They lost Travis Hunter to the IR. Brian Thomas Jr. has not really been that great in his sophomore year. Marvin Harrison Jr. was the pick, ladies and gentlemen. Marvin Harrison Jr. was the pick at 4. I know Malik looks really good and still looks really good. Unfortunately, he got hurt. The way he plays, I don't know how long Malik is going to last in the NFL. Like the way he plays is very, very like I'm a little worried. Like if how he's gonna be able to stay healthy for his career. But he's a good player, man. He's a really good player. Got another super chat coming our way, Zach. So, yeah, another $5 donation from Zach. Appreciate you, Zach. He says this, I can't understand why so many people think that Kyler Murray is the answer. Watch the All-22 and see how many open receivers he missed this year. The problem is that most, and I can only really speak for X and Twitter on my Instagram because that's where my big following is, not including this one, right? This is the biggest following here on YouTube. The only thing I can say is that a lot of these guys that are Kyler Murray stans, I like to call them, because you could be a Kyler Murray fan and that's fine, right? He's your quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals, but the Kyler Murray stans, they're different. They're different creatures. They're different human beings. Like they're vile as hell. Like they would say some crazy outlandish things, especially if you don't agree with them. Those are the Kyler Murray stans. So they're vile. They don't watch film. All they know is Kyler Murray. So like probably when the Cardinals drafted him to the Arizona Cardinals, that's all they knew, right? So they probably were very young with Carson Palmer. They probably didn't understand it. So all they have to use as a reference as, oh, you want to go back to the Derek Anderson, Skelton, and Hall, and Leinart, and all these other quarterbacks that we had between Warner and Palmer. You want to go back to those days, oh man, like all they know is Kyler. That's all they know. And Kyler Murray is a offensive rookie of the year. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. He had a really good season in 2021. But like, if you look at the extent of his career, that's really kind of all he accomplished. He hasn't accomplished very much as a team for the Cardinals. So like, yeah, I don't blame them too much because a lot of them are kids or maybe like in their early 20s. So they're just getting into football. And you look at Kyler as a big name. He's got a big contract. He's a franchise quarterback per the Arizona Cardinals. So like they worship him, but they don't watch film. They don't take the time and actually sit down and watch it. They don't. Because if they did, they will see why I was preaching all damn year long that it's not just petsing. It's not just petsing. It's an accumulation of a lot of different things. And those same guys, right? Especially when you're right, all they do is say some crazy outlandish things and they never come back and say anything. Like, oh man, you were right. It's okay. I know I'm right. I knew I was right. I knew that it wasn't all Petsing's fault this whole time. I knew Petsing had a part to it, and that's why I don't like Pets, or I don't like everything Petsing does, because the situational play calling is a little trashy. Like it's not good, but his scheme works. His scheme works in the NFL. It does. And it's just Kyler Murray's not able to execute at the end of the day. So it is what it is. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It is what it is. They're kids. And I promise you, those Kyler Murray burners or those Kyler Murray accounts that you're seeing, K1 since day one, if we like if we switch over to a different quarterback, those names will be changed. Like they're so flip floppy. Like they're probably gonna have a person like it's gonna be like Simpson. Ty Simpson is the GOAT or something. Like if the next quarterback that comes around, they're just gonna switch. Like that's just what they do. Like they got no real opinion other than they're there. You know what I mean? They got no real opinion other than they're there. We know the truth. We know the truth. Unfortunately, Kyler Murray in 7 years has not proven that he can play consistently like Jacoby can. And Jacoby went against two great teams in the Colts and the Packers, and he almost beat them. And we beat the living hell out of the Cowboys. It's just what it is. So it's great, man. It's great. So we're going to be keeping a close eye here. We're going to be keeping a close eye on anything else that's happening in the NFL. The big one that we've seen so far is going to be that Jacoby Brissett. Frick, I keep doing it. Dang it. Give me a second.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Oh, Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is now going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's the one that we know so far. That's the move that we've seen. But the trade deadline will be ending here. I believe it's 2 p.m. Eastern. So if the Cardinals make a move, it's probably going to be happening within the next, 2.5 hours? But we're going to have to kind of wait and see what happens. I hope we do. I hope we do. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We got Get Closer to God says, I say trade Kyler back to his buddy Cliff Dingleberry in Washington. I don't mind that one bit. If the Commanders want to do something, right? If the Commanders want to do something that can maybe give their fan base some sort of rejuvenation, but also keep in mind that what's his name? Jaden Daniels was running for his life, man. Like that team has completely taken a nosedive. And it's not all Jaden. Maybe it is. Like I'm actually now starting to see traits of Jaden Daniels, like Kyler Murray, but like for a kid that was very, very well composed in his rookie year and just stood in the pocket and everything looked good, I'm starting to now see traits of Kyler Murray. And I hope it changes. I really do. But these injuries that he's sustaining in his sophomore year, it's not going to be good for his psyche. He needs a coaching to kind of get with them and somehow convince him that, hey, it's still okay to stay in the pocket, still okay to stay poised, because that kid's got every ability to be very talented in this league. But I'm starting to see traits of the Kyler Murrayism, where it's just kind of happy feet, tucks the ball and run, doesn't keep eyes downfield anymore. Jaden Daniels' rookie year compared to sophomore year is different. But injuries will probably do that to you. Injuries will probably do that to you. It messes up your psyche. It messes up your, maybe I should just take a hit, because you don't want to get hurt. It messes up your psyche. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how this all shakes out with the whole Jaden Daniels. I was a big fan of his rookie year. He did really good, but he's obviously regressed. Let me see if there's anything else right now. Seems like the Falcons are signing Zane Gonzalez. Look at that. Zane Gonzalez still in the league. Good for him. Zane Gonzalez is signing, or at least was working out with the Falcons. I think they just released their one of their kickers. They might be going after Zane. All right. Cool. D-Class says we need a right tackle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The right side of the line is very, very, yeah, it's brutal. It is. That's what I'm saying. If you trade Kyler Murray now, you could potentially have, and I don't know. I know some people were like, you're not going to get a first round pick for Kyler. You never know. You never know. I mean, the way that Kyler Murray stands talk about Kyler, there's probably a general manager that feels the same way. So maybe you can get a first round. But if you can somehow trade Kyler to get some assets, yeah, I think somewhere in the top 3 picks, you got to go after a right tackle. You have to, right? Or trade back up into the first round if somebody falls, right? If a right tackle falls or an offensive lineman falls, Joe, go back into the first round and get yourself a tackle. But like, I'm really keeping my eyes on to the future. And the future right now to me is you probably got to trade Kyler and you probably got to move off. Just what it is. It's what it is. Not gonna lie, I forgot about it. Who is D-Rob? Who? Yeah, D-Rob is getting outplayed by Walter Nolan in one game, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Walter Nolan is absolutely better than D-Rob, and it's not even close. Darius Robinson took 42 defensive snaps, equating to 36% of the defensive snaps, and Walter Nolan took 55%. Look at that. Look at that. Walter Nolan took 55% of the defensive snaps, equated to about 37 of those snaps. Darius Robinson, 24, 36% on the field. Love to see it. Put the best 11 on the field. Love to see it. Corey, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Yeah, it's tough, right? It's tough to do this job for multiple different reasons, right? There's a portion of the fan base that does not allow you to want to speak the truth. And I don't care. I'm going to speak my truth, and that's the way that it is. So I appreciate these words of encouragement. Thank you so very much. It makes me feel like I'm doing something, even if it is a slight sliver of, hey, you're doing good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, it's tough. Tough business, man. Thank you, though. Appreciate you, Corey. Let's keep it going with the chat. Ian saying nasty Nolan. Love to see it. They need to compliment each other. Yeah, fair. Nolan is a beast, 100%. Yeah, Nolan is freaking... What he did is outlandish, man. Was a batted ball. What is it? 4 tackles for loss, or like 3 or 4 tackles for loss and a sack. Like, shoot, I was just hoping he stopped the run. That's all I was looking for from him. Like, I didn't expect him to do all that extra stuff. Like, damn, that's freaking cool as hell, man. Like, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what this young man could do for the Cardinals. And if you guys don't follow the NFC West Roundtable, we're talking our SHIT on that. We're talking our SHIT on the NFC West Roundtable tonight because 2 of our co-hosts did not like Walter, and they felt like Walter Nolan was a bust. Oh, my goodness. You got a 1-game sample size, and you already seen him kill it. So, come on. NFC West Roundtable Cardinal fans, hopefully you guys show up. It is its own separate channel. We will be live 7 p.m. AZ time. It's, I believe, 7 p.m. Mountain time now since it's switched. So make sure you check it out if you're not busy on a Tuesday night. We will be live on the NFC West Roundtable, talking all things NFC West. Let's keep the chat going. Steelers don't want the Cape. I mean, like I said, we'll see. Mike, we need to let Brandon know. Heck yeah, we do. I know Ian's going to be there. 100%. We got to let him know, man. 100%. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's do this. I got to do a real quick cough. Let me go ahead and show a little quick preview of what we do. I hope it plays, but this is what we do here on the NFC West Roundtable. Shout out to them. Here's going to be a little commercial for them.
Welcome to the NFC West Roundtable, a weekly live show featuring top-tier insight and analysis on all things NFC West from the best creators in the division, including Los Angeles Rams creator Jake, San Francisco 49ers creator Jesse, Seattle Seahawks creator Brandon, and Arizona Cardinals creator Mike. Catch the NFC West Roundtable every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on the NFC West Roundtable YouTube channel.
Make sure to check it out. We're going to be live early at 7 p.m. AZ time tonight, and it's fun, man. It really is. It's good to get a deeper inside of the NFC West all around. We get some great guys. Jesse's amazing. Brandon is amazing. Jake is amazing. And then, of course, we got our host and Z-Bot. Super cool, chilled guy, man. Really, really fun. A lot of laughs. So make sure you check it out. We will be live tonight. So, yeah. Let's keep it going here. You have ammo for hell yeah, I got right. It's in the scope. It's in the scope, man. I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Mike, you better have the shades on. I'm gonna get it, man. I'm gonna get it. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been shadeless for a very, very long time. So I'm glad we're gonna start bringing those back up. Victory Tuesday is such a wonderful thing. Let's keep it going with the chat. I do want to open up the phone line, so let me know here if you guys are interested here in the comments below. I'm trying to see if there's any more updates for the trade deadline. I'm not seeing anything right now. I do kind of feel like this trade deadline is going to be a little bare, if I'm going to be real with you. I don't think it's going to be as big as like trade deadlines of late. But you never know. I don't think I've seen a big blockbuster trade so far. I think the biggest one has maybe been Jacoby Myers today. The Eagles have got involved yesterday, but nothing big has happened so far. It would be cool to see if the Cardinals kind of got involved, but let's see what happens. Let's keep it with the chat. We got Lathan in the chat saying, I hope K1 doesn't play against Seattle. I agree. D-Class says, I think the next week versus the Seahawks is our get back game if Percent plays in it. Yeah, man, we've already kind of seen Kyler Murray against Seattle. It's not pretty. Let me see here. Let me see if there's anything on like the. I don't think his record is very good against Seattle. If I'm gonna be real with you, let me see. Oh God, is this right? Stat Muse is saying Kyler Murray is 2 for 9 versus the Seattle Seahawks. Is that true? Mother of God, that is god awful. The last time Kyler Murray has beat the Seattle Seahawks was back in October 2020. Is that right? The second time, or the first time we beat him was in December of 2019. And the last time we beat the Seattle Seahawks was in October 2020. And it's just been loss from there. So the Seattle Seahawks has our number. They're 2-9 versus Kyler. Wow. I didn't know that. Thank you, StatMuse. Appreciate you. 2-9 Kyler Murray is. If Jonathan Gannon doesn't know that, and literally I just did a quick Google search. If Jonathan Gannon doesn't know that, you're clueless. You got to have Jacoby Brissett in this game. It's time. It's time to say that Kyler isn't fully 100% yet. Hell, Kyler Murray's not 110%. We need him 110%. And then it's going to keep moving up. I need you at 120%. And then we're going to keep moving up. I need you 150%. I need you at 150% in order for you to be back on this field, Kyler. I need you 150%. Sheesh. 2-5. 2-9. Good God. The Seahawks have owned us. That's probably one of the main reasons why the Seahawks are not scared of the Cardinals, because they're 2-9. Or they're 9-2 against Kyler. Yikes. Big yikes. Brandon in the chat. Jeez. We all got ammo these days, man. We all got ammo these days. JJ Roddy saying DraftKings shared Trey McBride with Kyler as quarterback, 3 touchdowns in 22 games, and Jacoby Brissett 4 touchdowns. Now are you starting to see? Now are you starting to see what I've been talking about? Like, sometimes it takes a little bit, and it's unfortunate, but I get it. Sometimes you need a good amount of sample size to really kind of come down to the nitty-gritty of making your own determination of what Kyler Murray is. But let's be real, Kyler Murray is a top 15, 16 quarterback, and he's not an X factor. He's a great, athletic, shiny, has awesome highlight reel type of quarterback, but he's not going to be giving you consistent quarterback play week in, week out like that. It's not sustainable to do what he does every single week. The highlight reels, that's not sustainable, because if he bounces out of the pocket and just messes up the play is messed up. It's messed up. Kyler does this, rolls out, does this, rolls out, spooks a little too soon. It messes up the play. So, yeah, man, it's all 11 people need to do their job. All 11 people need to do their job on the field, including the quarterback, in order for the timing of a play to work. Just the way that it is. It's the way that it is. Khalil, what's up, Khalil? Tired of y'all glazing Brissett. When we start winning with Kyler, I hope y'all keep your same reaction. Mr. Coleman, if he keeps winning, and he's consistent and showing that this offense can run as efficient as with Jacoby, then we'll give him his flowers. But until then, Jacoby Brissett should start in the next week versus Seattle. Kyler's 2-9 per StatMuse. 2-9 per StatMuse against the Seattle Seahawks. It's a no-brainer. It's got to be Jacoby. It's got to be Jacoby. Get Closer to God says, Mike, do you think we will set up for Mike, do you think we were set up for failure with K1 since day one? All the good quarterbacks had a mentor they sat behind to learn from in their rookie year, and with K1, he didn't have one. He was tossed in. I mean, I think when you are in hindsight, it might feel like it, but there's no way that nobody's going to convince me that the Cardinals at least didn't try to put a team around him, right? Did every single thing they tried to do, was it a hit? No, but you're not going to bat 1,000. You got D-Hop. You brought a really good piece in J.J. Watt on the defensive side of the ball. You drafted Paris Johnson, right? That's a guy that he wanted. The Cardinals have done a lot of things. They had A.J. Green, which is a really good wide receiver until he didn't turn around. Like all these things that came to fruition for Kyler, they tried it. They didn't put an all-star team around him. Of course you did. I mean, because you got to pay money. It's not just that's that simple. They tried what they could. I don't think we were set up for failure. I think that Kyler Murray maybe might be a personal decision. I don't know if he wanted a coach because there is a lot of quarterbacks out there that have a quarterback coach. Should the Cardinals have maybe ingrained that and actually just gave it to him? Maybe. But this just kind of goes back to the Arizona Cardinals did everything for Kyler. Everything for Kyler. Everything. They coddled Kyler Murray. In 7 years, they never brought anybody to fight for that job to be competitive. Nobody. But I do like that this regime was trying to bring in people every single year they've been here. They drafted Clayton Tune. They traded for Dobbs. Did they work? No, they didn't. But they took some swings. They ended up trading for Desmond Ridder. Did he work? No, it didn't. Cardinals brought Jacoby Brissett. Did he work? It's starting to look like it's working. But every single year, if that doesn't tell you every single year they try to bring a quarterback in that they probably weren't 110% sold on Kyler, then I don't know what to tell you. But those little moves that they were making, I was really hoping by this year 3, they were able to draft a guy. Like somebody pitched the idea that the Cardinals should have drafted Shador in the 3rd round or in the 4th round if they had the opportunity to do it. Now, of course, I think he got taken in the 4th round if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it would have been cool. But Shador doesn't fit the mold of what Monty Ossenfort is looking for. So there was very slim pickings in the quarterback market or draft this last year. So if it wasn't Jackson Dart, it probably wasn't going to be anybody. So this next year, we'll see some guys come in. So maybe, just maybe, the Cardinals will draft somebody and develop them behind Jacoby Brissett. Not Kyler, but behind Jacoby Brissett. I'm looking for somebody to learn from Jacoby. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to get anybody learning from Kyler. We're not having Grumpy Cat 2.0. I'm not about that. Uncanny says, fans accept Kyler Murray needs to walk the plank. Will be interesting offseason. I bet they keep Kyler. Who wants to trade for Kyler with his price tag? I mean, things get different in the offseason, right? Everybody has a sense of hope. Money starts turning over. Cap space will get bigger. You never know. There might be a team that trades for him. There might be. Maybe not this trade deadline, but there might be a team that trades for him. Never know. Hell, the freaking Miami Dolphins took Rosen. And they gave us a 2nd round pick back. That they took Rosen off our hands. Now, he didn't have a contract. That's true. But you never know, man. You never know. Yeah, that is a big question. It's a very, very big question. I don't know. Oh, sorry, John. Well, I'm glad you're back. Let's keep it with the chat here. Let's do this. I want to open up the phone lines. I'm still kind of going through a little sickness going on right now, so to kind of, I'm going to have my voice have a little bit of a break, what have you. We're going to be keeping our eye on in the social media world to see if there's anything else that happens. The only big thing that I've seen right now is that Jacoby Myers got traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's what I've seen so far, but I want to open up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I want to do right now. Let's open up the phone lines. We could talk about the trade deadline. We could talk about this win. We could talk about Kyler Murray. But whatever you do, you got 45 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. You got 45 seconds before we move on to the next guy. So it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. I want to open up the phone lines. It's super simple. If you're watching this on X and Twitter, this won't work for you. But if you jump onto the YouTube side, it will work for you. All you need to do is click on the link that I'm pinning on the YouTube side. Click on it, jump on in, and let us know how you're feeling about the 2025 Arizona Cardinals. There it is. Link has been posted here on the YouTube chat. Come on in. Let us know how you're feeling. And happy Victory Tuesday for every single one of you guys out there. Let's go ahead and bring in Ryan. Ryan, you are live on the Easy Sports Fan here on YouTube. Ryan, talk to me how you're feeling about the Arizona Cardinals win over the Cowboys.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Well, it's good to see we still own the Cowboys, so things are normal
True.
in the season.
How you feeling about the overall win? And I guess the big topic about Kyler.
I think that Kyler's done in Arizona, honestly. I've seen enough of Kyler Murray, and as you said before, you hit the nail on the head. His leadership is just not there. He pouts on the sidelines, and Jacoby is actually the one that motivates his team, and he's a leader.
Yeah.
Kyler just isn't that.
Yeah, no, it's very unfortunate because I mean, it took me a long time. I mean, although I was pretty critical on him for the last 3 years with this new regime, it took me a while to kind of get here to say, okay, let's start to rip the Band-Aid off. Overall, what are your thoughts on Walter Nolan in his debut? My goodness, this kid looks good.
He does look good. I will say that. I do think getting Garrett Williams back as well helped a lot.
100% agree.
When we get healthy on defense, I think that we can make some noise for the rest of the season. But Walter Nolan did look really good.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much for coming on. Have a great one, Ryan. Later.
Oh, you too.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's go with is it Tail? Tail, you are live on the Easy Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me, Tail. How are you feeling about the Arizona Cardinals win over the Cowboys? All right, Tail. Didn't work out. Let's go. Chill Peasy. Oh, man, it's been a bit. All right, Chill Peasy. You are live on the Easy Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me, man. How you feeling about the Arizona Cardinals win?
Hey,
Oh, brother.
you got me? You hear me?
Yep.
Hey,
Hear me?
so it's an amazing time to be a Cardinals fan. We're finally in the transition point, the transition stages, and we realize that it's time to come off Kyler, right? So,
Yeah.
I'm excited for what this brings. I think because Brissett can have a good role, not only this season, but perhaps next season mentoring the next Cardinal quarterback that we check. Overall, I mean, the defense looks stout. The young players look great. There's a lot to be excited for. I think getting rid of Kyler Murray is probably the most exciting right now.
Yeah, that's fair. What we've been seeing this last 3 weeks with Brissett compared to what we've seen in 3-year sample size with Kyler is night and day different. But let's talk about the rookies real quick and what you ended up seeing from Walter as well as Will Johnson. Man, they're killing in the first and the second rounders. How do you feel about them?
Yeah, I mean, Walter Nolan, I was kind of shaky about that pick, but yesterday we saw what that looks like after one game, so that's pretty exciting. Will Johnson, of course, is a steal, but even looking at Denzel Burks and the plays he made, and Cody Simon coming in, overall this draft class. I know we talk a lot about Monty and his misses,
Yeah.
especially in free agency, but if he nails this draft class, that bodes well for us moving forward.
Yeah. Agree. Ivan, I always say this to you. Thank you for your service, man. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, brother.
Hey, man, appreciate it. Thank you.
Later, dude. All right, let's keep it going here. Great call from Ivan. Let's go and keep the phone lines going. Let's go with Jaden. Jaden, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me, Jaden. How are you feeling about the Arizona Cardinals win over the Dallas Cowboys?
Hey, Mike. I'm a teacher, so I want to say you're doing the Lord's work with this podcast because every lunch break, I'm telling you, is either therapy or is joy. So it's one of the two. But yeah, I'll be quick. I wanted to mention specifically the fourth quarter. I was so stressed
Yeah.
last night when we got to the fourth quarter, and I felt us slow down, which is probably the only thing about Petsing I cannot stand.
Fair.
Like I would rather him play. Like, remember, was it last year when Miami put like 60 or almost 70 points on Denver? I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, like that's what I want. Like, we're just not at the point where we can just be like, okay, like the Patriots sometimes used to do that with Brady. They'd slow down, wear you out because their defense was just so stifling. I mean, there was nothing you were gonna do, and we're just not that way. But I thoroughly think it was an in their head thing because I don't remember who said it after the game, but they went to like the locker room at halftime. And someone was like, "Yeah, we weren't even really excited. We were just like thinking about like, all right, let's not mess up the second half." And see, that mentality right there is probably what got us to lose half the
Yeah.
freaking time because you're so stressed and you're like, "Oh boy!" And it wasn't until I don't know who. I think we got a turnover in the fourth quarter. It was the one. I think the Pickens was it the Pickens turnover?
He fumbled it, and they got it back, but it was Javonte ended up fumbling it. Javonte Williams, the running back.
That's right, yeah, and I think that kind of snapped them out of it. Like all of a sudden, if like the game kind of like everyone kind of relaxed a bit, and it was like, oh, okay, we're not gonna blow this game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if when we play Seattle, because Seattle's gonna be so hard, I swear, I just want Pet saying to just don't stop, don't slow down, don't do anything. Like kill them.
Yeah.
Like literally like the Star Wars scene when they're like blasting the lasers at Luke and he's like more like that's what I want. Just obliterate.
Love it.
But anyway, that's all I have to say.
All right, Jaden, real quick, you're doing the Lord's work, man. Appreciate you for doing what you're doing. It's tough teaching kids. I have a comment up here. I'm not gonna read the second part of it, but thanks for doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate it, man. Later.
Thank you. No problem.
All right, let's keep it going. John. All right, let's keep it going. Let's go with Corey. Corey, you are live on the Easy Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me, man. How you feeling about this W over the Cowboys? You there, Corey?
Hey,
Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear
Hey,
you.
what's up, man? Yeah, talk to me. How you doing?
Good, man, good. Appreciate you for having me on here,
Of
man.
course.
Appreciate it. I feel good about that. I feel good about the game last night. I was actually at the game. I live here in Dallas, so I was actually at the game last night, man, watching it. So it was a big win, big win.
That's
I
awesome.
will say though, man, our season's on the line now. Our season's on the line. We got the Seahawks and the Niners coming up with the next two. So if we win these two, we're officially out of the dark. We're officially out of the dark. So big win, but I don't want to get too excited yet. I don't want to
Fair.
get too excited.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I definitely mentioned we got the two division games coming our way, and it can change the NFC West standing. So it is kind of in our hands here. Seahawks has beaten us multiple times. I think they're 8-0 against us, and I just looked up Kyler Murray's record with the Seahawks, which actually I'm actually shocked with. He's actually 2-9. It's crazy, man.
We struggle. We struggle with them. So hopefully they stay with Jacoby. I'm guessing. I'm a big Kyler fan. I'm gonna love him when he go, but I'm a Cardinals fan first. So we got to get wins. So
Yeah.
I'll say this. I know I got to be quick, man. If you can't get the ball to Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison, then it doesn't matter, man. You got to get the ball to our playmakers so we can win the game. And I
100%
keep
agree.
it funky, man. I keep it real, to be honest.
All right, Corey. Appreciate you, brother, man. Have a great rest of your day, dude. Later.
Yep, yes, sir.
All right, let's keep it going. We got one more. Let's see if Tail can make it work again one more time. Tail, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me, Tail. How you feeling about the Arizona Cardinals win against the Cowboys?
Hey, what's up, Mike?
What's up, brother?
First of all, man, I want to give everybody a damn game ball. Everybody gets a game ball.
Love it. Love
The
it.
offense, the defense looked amazing. We saw Jacoby, man, stay in that pocket and just deliver, man. You know, he wasn't nervous. He was just in the pocket, looking downfield, letting the receivers run their route and you know, just delivering the ball to him, man. It was amazing watching that. It's something that we haven't seen in time. The running the ball, you know, the McCardle, bro, you know, I love that guy too, man. He showed off, you know, he proved that he does. Mistakes happen in the league, and he proved that that's not gonna let him show what he is. And yesterday he proved to us that you know he's still that running back that could take the ball and go downfield. The
Yeah.
defense played amazing. First level, second level, third level was amazing. Walter Nolan, man, he did an impact. And I was telling my brother, man, hopefully we found our boogeyman. You know, on our boogeyman, because we were tired of hearing Aaron Donald all the time and everybody else. And I was like, hopefully that's you know that's him right there. He did stop the run. He was getting double team. I saw later in the
Yeah.
game. You know, it was crazy. Josh Sweat, you know, going off. Calais Campbell back to back sacks to you know close the game out. You know, everybody gets a game ball. You know, drew up a perfect play call on the offensive side, and Nick just closed it out. So it was just amazing to watch that game yesterday. Everybody, you know, it's a little rivalry here in Arizona with the Cowboys. So
Right.
it was nice to you know get that win.
Absolutely. Well, Tell, I appreciate you, man. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, brother. Later, man.
You too, brother. Watch you next time.
All right, let's keep. Man, what a freaking great call! That's what I'm saying, man. You win, we get great vibes again. It's the way it is, man. So I appreciate everyone for chiming in. I mean, that's what one thing my guy Tail said. The boogeyman. Oh, I love that, man. I love that. Our boogeyman. Can we actually have the next guy that's wreaking havoc in the NFC West for years to come? Walter Nolan, step up. This is your time to shine. This might be it. And what we've seen in one game, and I know I don't want to jump the fence and get too crazy here because I know we've been burnt like that with like Cardinal fans, right? We've been burnt. So I don't want to come out here and say, but Walter Nolan looked as advertised. He looks really good. He looked and proved to be that 16th overall pick for the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm happy to say. I'm happy to say that that was a miss from my behalf. I didn't have him on my top 5. I didn't have him on my top 10 for the Cardinals to go after. Now, we did talk about him a little later when John Gambadoro of Arizona Sports came out and put him on his Gamble 5. I actually came out and said, Walter Nolan's the last guy I want on this list. Man, I was wrong. Man, I was wrong, and I'm so happy to be wrong. See, I admit when I'm wrong sometimes. But yeah, I hope so. I hope that Walter Nolan can be the next boogeyman in the NFC West. That would be amazing. Let's see what happens here. We got Seattle this week. We got 49ers the next week. And that is who we are racing with. We're racing with the NFC West. We're racing with the division. And if the Cardinals want to come back to life, you already kind of had that first domino fall. Let's keep it going. And let's keep building from here. A great win from the Cardinals. And right now we are sitting at the verge of the end of the trade deadline. And I'm trying to see if there's anything that's been moved or any other players that have been moved off so far. And I'm not really seeing anything. Not really seeing anything as of right now. I'm very surprised because I thought Breece Hall might have got moved. I'm not saying to the Cardinals, but I thought he was going to get moved. Maybe the Titans are still going to be in contention here, or maybe within the next hour or so, there's going to be a good amount of people getting traded. We'll have to kind of wait and see how it all shakes out, but we'll be closing up shop right here. Let me give a real quick shout out to the sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, the guys that are keeping the lights on. Another shout out here to these the super chatters and the guys who actually smacked the like button. Appreciate you guys for being here. But let me give a shout out here to the sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. That's going to be none other than Sleeper. The NFL season is here, which means you now have a chance to 100 times your cash on daily fantasy football. Pick on stats for stars like touchdowns, passing yards, and receiving yards, and fantasy points, and more for up to 100 times of payout on Sleeper. Get your picks right, and you can win big. Use promo code AZSF, and you get up to a $100 deposit match on your first initial deposit. Terms and conditions apply. And yes, you can also get a free $20 entry. No deposit needed by just using the Sleeper app, using my promo code AZSF upon signing in and downloading the app. They'll give you both of these promotions if you use my promo code. So make sure you check them out. Proud sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan throughout the entirety of the 2025 season. Let's do a couple more comments here, and then we'll be closing up shop. We got Julio saying hashtag JBQB1. Love to see it. Money in the chat saying, see, when we play Seattle, we didn't have Garrett Williams or Walter Nolan. Love to see it. Love to see it. J Dubs saying maybe Ty Simpson can buy Kyler Murray's house once he's drafted to AZ. Don't threaten me with the good time. Don't threaten me with the good times. Ty Simpson and Fernando Mendoza might be the top quarterbacks being taken in the draft. And if the Cardinals win, it's less and less for them to get there, but it's okay. It's okay. I do like Ty Simpson myself. I know we got a few Cardinal fans that are really into Julian Sayin, which is the quarterback for Ohio State. But yeah, there's quarterbacks, man. There's quarterbacks out there that the Cardinals could potentially draft and develop if they want to. We'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. But happy Victory Tuesday to you guys out there. We'll be closing up shop right here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are all absolutely amazing. Smack the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the Easy Sports Fan here on YouTube. On the road to 19K. Cannot do it without y'all. Smack the like button. Subscribe it up. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, Jacoby's coming for your job. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Later.